Hey y'all, welcome to B's Intuition. I'm B and I'm back with another general collective energy message. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I do cuss and I do tell the truth, so if you don't like either one of the two, then you probably should move on. I've already prayed over the cards and the energy, so we're just going to hop in and get this message. Please remember to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe, especially to those of you that are viewing the channel but have not yet subscribed. You don't want to miss out on the messages that God has for you. Also, please remember to take what resonates only and leave the rest for whoever it's for. Every message will not be your message. So with that being said, y'all, let's hop in. So y'all, I was told to use these letter cards to start off the message. So something about a hidden message could be significant. Something about, like reading between the lines could be significant. But let's just hop in and see what's going on. Somebody's first, middle, or last name could start with a B. Or an X. So there could be an X involved. A Q. Something about a barbecue could be significant. Kansas could be significant. We got another X, but I'm going to put this X back. There could be two X's involved. Somebody's first, middle, or last name could start with an E. Or an H. Something about a hex. We got a V. So somebody's first, middle, or last name could start with a V. Something about BV could be significant. We got a T. So somebody's first, middle, or last name could start with a T. Somebody, could have made some type of bet out here. Something definitely, could be on TV. So something, like could be on the news or something like that. We have Texas. So Texas could be significant. We got a Z. So somebody's first, middle, or last name could start with a Z. We got a D. Somebody's baby daddy could be involved. BD. Somebody, could have a behavior disorder out here. Somebody could have some type of debt out here. So somebody, could have some type of physical debt, some type of spiritual debt. Somebody could be a vet out here. So like a veteran, or, like somebody, could be a veterinarian, or somebody needs to, like take their pet to the vet. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a G. Somebody definitely, could be trying to get something out here. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a U. Somebody definitely is being told, like to trust their gut out here. Something, could be going on, like with somebody's gut, with somebody's stomach. We got another T. Somebody's initials could be TT. I need this money. Somebody needs some money out here. Set It Off. Because that's where that quote comes from, is the movie Set It Off. It could be a lot of women that could be involved with something. Somebody definitely, could be trying to tug, on somebody's energy. Or somebody, trying to tug on somebody's heartstrings out here. We got another T. Another X came out. We got an I. So somebody's first, middle, last name could start with an I. We got DIE. So something about, somebody passing away. Like somebody, could have a gut feeling, that somebody's going to pass away. Or, like somebody, that is going to pass away could have a gut feeling, that they could be about to pass away. We got Maryland. So Maryland could be significant. We got an S. So somebody's first, middle, last name could start with an S. Something about a grave site could be significant. Somebody definitely, could make a bet that somebody dies of some type of hex or something like that. I don't know. We got an R. So somebody's first, middle, last name could start with an R. Somebody definitely, could regret some type of hex. Something about somebody's tires as well. Somebody, could try to put some type of hex on somebody's tires. Somebody could get sued out here. Somebody, you know, could have hired somebody to do something. Something about, yeah, his ex. Something about a shirt. Somebody, you know, could be tugging on somebody's shirt, or something about somebody's shirt out here. We got an M. Mr. Somebody's name is Mr. Somebody could be abusive out here. Something about a SIM card could be significant. Something is due out here. Something about, yeah, somebody paying their dues out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have dug, you know, like some type of grave for themselves. Something about, yeah, somebody rising up. Or, yeah, there could be some, you know, like the dead has arisen. Something about, yeah, resurrection. Somebody, you know, could be coming back to life. Or something about somebody being brought back to life. Something about somebody's hands being registered. Or something about a registered GUN could be significant. Somebody, you know, could like to chew gum a lot. Or something about somebody's gums could be significant. Somebody's name could be Gus. Somebody's name could be Tim. Something about somebody's rims. Something about somebody hitting a deer. Or something about deers could be significant. Somebody, you know, could be in the military. Somebody, you know, could have hired a private investigator out here. Something about a tiger. Somebody, you know, could have the eye of a tiger. So something about somebody's third eye. Something about a gang. Somebody could be in a gang out here. Somebody, you know, could have a lot of regrets. Somebody's in a rut out here. Or something about some mutts. Something about some dogs. Somebody's name could be Reggie. Reginald. Something about Regis. Somebody, you know, could watch the Regis and Kathy Lee show, or something about Regis. Something about, yeah, somebody getting a shirt. Somebody could, somebody, you know, could like to shop at H&M. Somebody, you know, could be on meth out here. I don't know. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be having a lot of regrets out here. I feel like that somebody, you know, could have, you know, like claimed a lot of stuff. So like somebody, you know, is doing some good stuff in, you know, like somebody's life. You know, somebody's doing good for themselves. And, you know, like somebody, you know, could be, you know, like trying to take some type of credit, you know, for somebody doing good in their life. But something about, yeah, somebody's demise out here. So I don't know. Somebody, you know, could be about to meet their demise. I don't like this energy, y'all. So just be aware. Yeah, we got DV. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be abusive. Or something about, you know, a domestic violence situation out here. Maybe, you know, like somebody is just, you know, like regretting, you know, some stuff. Maybe there's somebody, you know, that doesn't want somebody, you know, like to, you know, like remember, you know, like their the past, or somebody, you know, wants to, you know, like want somebody, you know, like to doubt their memories out here. But let's just hop in and see what's going on. Holy Spirit. Somebody definitely has to be trying to overcome, you know, like some type of huge obstacle out here. Or there could have been, you know, like people, you know, that could have, you know, like watched somebody overcome a huge obstacle. Somebody plays too much out here. So that could be why somebody's overcoming, you know, trying to overcome like a huge obstacle. You know, maybe they were playing with life. Maybe they weren't, you know, like taking life seriously out here. Maybe they regret not taking life seriously. Somebody's coming apart. There could be, you know, like two people, you know, that could be splitting up, or two people, that are about to split up. There could be somebody, you know, that they regret splitting up with somebody. Somebody, they could be regretting, you know, like playing some type of games that cause some type of, you know, breakup or separation out here. Yeah, all somebody does is play all day. Play games, mind games, manipulation games. Yeah, somebody's about to receive some information. This could be, you know, like from somebody's spiritual team. So somebody's spiritual team, you know, could be about to, bring them some type of information. But going back to, like some type of hidden message, you know. So there could be, you know, like some type of message, you know, that could have been hidden, you know, that could be being revealed. Or somebody, you know, could find, you know, like a message, you know, that was hidden. Or, reading between the lines. Yeah, something about a hidden message, you know, in some type of, you know, like conversation is also what I'm picking up. But yeah, the Destiny card came out. So yeah, we saw the Destiny card earlier. Somebody's name could be Destiny. Somebody's emotional out here. Somebody's very emotional. We got the everybody's laughing card. So there could be a lot of whispering going on, a lot of laughing going on. I feel like that, you know, like, because, I mean, you know, the 4th of July, for those that celebrate the 4th of July, you know, it is coming up. So, you know, there could be a lot of, you know, celebrations, you know, family, friends, you know, people that somebody knows, people that somebody don't know, you know. And yet, you know how, you know, there's groups, you know, and families, you know, a lot of families have groups, you know. So this group, they sit over here and whisper, you know, and laugh and talk about the other group and woo yada yada. Or this could be a friend group. This could be a work group. Somebody definitely, could be about to find out, you know, that, there's a lot of people whispering and talking about them, you know. These could be people, you know, that, like somebody, you know, was all up in their face. But we have the big house card. So I don't know. Somebody, you know, could be in the big house. Somebody could be about to go to the big house. Somebody, you know, could, be in the hospital, or, you know, somebody's about to go to the hospital. Somebody, you know, could live in a high rise, or something about, you know, like some elderly people. Somebody, you know, could like work with the elderly people. There's a karmic feminine involved. Because I seen the divine feminine card, but it was in the reverse. So there's a karmic feminine involved out here. But somebody needs to be aware, you know, because there could be somebody, you know, who could be trying to, you know, like turn somebody's life upside down out here. Or I don't know, you know, if, people, you know, are whispering and talking about somebody because they allowed somebody, you know, like to turn their life upside down. Somebody definitely, could wind up, you know, in the hospital or in jail. Or somebody, you know, they had two choices. Or maybe, you know, 3. Hospital, death, or jail. So, What is this communication? Yeah, somebody's sulking out here. Somebody, you know, definitely, could be feeling annoyed. I don't know if somebody, you know, wants to, you know, like talk about something. Maybe that's, you know, what somebody, you know, could be wanting to do, you know, is like talk. But going back to that karmic feminine, there could be a karmic feminine, you know, that could be annoyed out here. Or whatever, like people are doing, it could, to possibly cause somebody to be annoyed, or that's what they're trying to do. Somebody, could be like ignoring somebody. So that could be what people could be laughing at, because somebody, is being ignored out here. We got the money. So something about some money could be significant. Somebody, could be, like sulking, when it comes to their finances out here. Ooh, something about, monopoly scheme or something like that. Because I heard, do not pass go. Do not collect $200. So, so what happens on Monopoly, when you don't get to pass go, when you don't get to collect $2, $100, it means you go to jail. Maybe somebody, has to pay money, or, like they're going to, like go to jail. Something is due. Because remember the letter cards. So somebody could owe. Something is due. Or, like somebody, could be due, for, like some type of financial blessing out here. Why is the big house here? That could also be the bank. So there could be somebody, that, could be about to, be laughing straight to the bank. Or that's what they're going, or that's what they think that they're going to do, is be laughing straight to the bank. But we got confident out here. So somebody, somebody's confidence could be at an all-time high out here. Somebody, possibly, they feel confident, that they could pay, to get some information, or they can pay, like to get out of something. But we got the gift card. Somebody, could be annoyed, maybe somebody's about to receive some type of, gift. This could be a financial gift, but this is also too, like the spiritual gift card as well. So somebody could be annoyed about, like somebody's spiritual gifts. Going back to, somebody has the eye of the tiger. Something about, somebody's third eye. Wow. Why is this person soaking? We got the high horse card. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with an S, a H, or a C. Somebody's annoyed. I feel like somebody feels like that somebody, is on their high horse out here. But I really feel like like somebody's not on their high horse. Somebody's, like just confident, confident in themselves, confident in their skills, confident, and like whatever, they put their mind to do, they can do it. So that could be what somebody's out here doing, putting their mind to it, and like doing it. Wow. I don't know. Somebody definitely, could have, I don't know. Something about, somebody, like using what they got to get what they want. Somebody, could be, like a stripper or exotic dancer out here. But we got this horse out here. So something about a masculine energy. I don't know if somebody is paying, to have sex, whether it be a feminine energy paying to have sex or a masculine energy paying to have sex. But something about, paying to have sex out here. Why is this money here? I don't know. Somebody, there could be people that could be laughing at somebody, and it definitely could have something to do, with, like their finances, or it could have something to do, with somebody, possibly doing something strange for some change, But we got the new beginning card. So somebody, could, be about to have a new beginning out here. Somebody, could, like, I don't know, somebody, giving somebody pay somebody to, like get somebody pregnant, or, like somebody, could be, like getting in vitro fertilization. Is that what it's called? Infertilization. There could also be too somebody, that could be confident, that they're going to have some type of new beginning with somebody. Give me another one for this money out here. We got the non-mother-freaking factor card. So there could be people that could be laughing at somebody because, yeah, like, somebody, you know, could be being considered as a non-mother-freaking factor. Somebody could be born in 1985. So there is somebody, you know, that, yeah, somebody, you know, possibly isn't communicating with that, you know, possibly thinks that they, you know, have a chance to, you know, like be a factor. Or there's somebody that, yeah, they don't even think that they're a non-mother-freaking factor, but they could be, yeah, like a non-mother-freaking factor to somebody. Something about some slow progress when it comes to, you know, like somebody's finances. So I don't know, you know, if somebody, you know, is mad about, you know, like their finances, you know, like growing slowly out here, or somebody's that finances could just be stagnant. But we got divine intervention. So divine intervention is at play. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be being stopped in their tracks. There could be somebody, you know, that wants to, you know, like there could be somebody, you know, that could treat somebody like a non-mother-freaking factor. Now they want to treat somebody like a non-mother-freaking factor out here. Something about, yeah, somebody, you know, being, you know, like a 0, you know, and then, yeah, like somebody being an 8. Like, so on a scale of, you know, like 0 to 10. I don't know. Somebody, you know, could have picked a 0 over a hero. Now they want the hero to save them. That's what I'm getting as well. Or somebody, you know, wants to try to be a hero and save somebody. At the bottom of the deck, we got a sex shop. So something about a sex shop. Somebody could work in a sex shop. Somebody, you know, could like own a sex shop. Or somebody, you know, could go, you know, like buy, you know, like sexual toys out here. Maybe, you know, there's somebody, you know, that, yeah, like they don't, you know, they don't engage, you know, with you know, like people when it comes, you know, like to sexual activity, you know. Maybe somebody, you know, chooses to, you know, use sexual toys, or something about somebody masturbating out here. Something about, yeah, a screenshot. So something about, you know, like a screenshot of somebody's, you know, like private part. I don't know if somebody, you know, yeah, has sent a screenshot of somebody's private part, or somebody, you know, yeah, they could sell, you know, like a private part picture for money. This is weird. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be tired of, you know, like some type of drama out here. So there could have been somebody, you know, that could have been on their high horse. So somebody, you know, they think because they got a big D, you know what I mean, or some good P, you know, that, yeah, like they're the world, you know, like, yeah, the world stops, you know, when they come, you know, when they're in it. Or, yeah, everybody, you know, turns their head, you know, when they come in. But, yeah, like, nah, people could be laughing at this person. So somebody, you know, could have hurt somebody's ego out here. There could be, you know, like somebody, you know, that could have been allowing, you know, like their ego to get in the way of a relationship. So somebody, you know, thought that, yeah, like their beefcake and their money, you know, was everything. But yeah, somebody looks at that like, yeah, that none of that is a factor. I'm a real one, you know, so you're gonna have to come with loyalty, honesty, you know, trust, love, understanding. There could be somebody, you know, that possibly, you know, could be, you know, like choosing to, you know, like stop allowing their ego to, you know, like get in the way of some stuff. But we got blocked. So somebody's money could be blocked. Somebody, you know, could block somebody out. Somebody, you know, could be like spam calling or spam texting or something like that. I don't know. Somebody, you know, could, yeah, be trying to, you know, like get in contact with somebody because, you know, like somebody could owe them money out here. We got bad habits. So somebody, you know, could have some type of bad habits out here. Somebody, you know, could be, somebody, you know, could have allowed, you know, their ego to get in the way of a relationship, drugs, addictions, toxicities, you know, like to get in the middle of a relationship. I don't know. When somebody, you know, is on drugs, they possibly, you know, feel confident out here. So, But when somebody's not on drugs, yeah, they possibly don't feel confident. Wow, we got promiscuous. So somebody, could be promiscuous out here. Somebody, could have slept with, like multiple people out here. Somebody definitely, is a free-for-all. Somebody definitely, will sleep with somebody's man. I don't know, like somebody, allowed, like their ego, to, basically, like, tell a big-ass lie about somebody. Or, there's somebody that wants somebody to doubt their memories about somebody. Yeah, somebody possibly, could be falling apart out here. There could be a relationship, that could be falling apart. But there could be somebody that's falling apart while, like, everything is falling into place for somebody. But somebody's life, could be falling into pieces out here. Yeah, we got reckless sex. So something about, somebody having some type of reckless sex. Somebody, could regret having some type of reckless sex. But something about, a bet. So just be aware. Because I don't know, if, like somebody, is confident, that they're going to, like, change somebody. So somebody, could be, like on their divine journey, focused, high vibrational, operating in their north node. And, like somebody, they made a bet, that they could, change somebody. They made a bet that they could turn somebody into a promiscuous individual, somebody, that has bad habits. But something about, a hex. But we got reflecting. So somebody, could be reflecting now. Reflecting, on the decisions that they made. Possibly in regret. So somebody, could have made a bet in the past, and it fell through. But somebody definitely, could be reflecting on, some type of reckless sex that they could have had with, like some type of promiscuous individual out here. We got I miss you. So somebody possibly, feels like that they miss somebody, but somebody's being stopped in their tracks out here. Somebody's being freed, or somebody, has already freed themselves. From, like some type of situation. Somebody, could have, like freed themselves, from some type of commitment. There could be somebody, that possibly, could have, like gotten into, like another commitment. So there could be somebody that knows that things could be getting serious with somebody or some people. But somebody could also, realize that things are getting serious because they allowed their ego, to get in the way of some stuff. We got gut feeling, so somebody is being told, like to trust their gut. So whoever this is that possibly misses somebody, they possibly, are going to try to reach out. So somebody, just needs to, like trust their gut out here. But when it comes to, like to people, like, whispering and gossiping and talking, I feel like somebody's gut, could be, like telling them, that, like there's people whispering, gossiping, laughing or whatever that they're doing. But I'm also picking up too, somebody needs to trust their gut when it comes to, like helping somebody. It's real. It's simple, really. So somebody, possibly wants to, like make somebody believe that it's simple, really. But how does somebody feel about somebody? They want somebody. They want to be with somebody forever. So somebody just needs to, trust their gut. Whoever this person is, they could be at a distance from somebody. So somebody's gut could be telling them something, So hidden message. Read between the lines, So somebody's gut could be telling somebody, that, like somebody, could be cheating, or somebody, is lying. Somebody needs to trust their gut. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be at a distance from somebody. This could be physically at a distance or emotionally distant. But whoever this is, yeah, they like attention from other people. They're addicted to the attention of others. They love feeling wanted and needed, and they don't feel whole without it. So somebody's an attention seeker out here. We got, you're my soulmate. It must be written in the stars because you most definitely are my destiny. We belong together. So yeah, the destiny card, yeah, it came out. Well, it flipped over. So somebody thinks that, you know, them and whoever this message is for, it belongs together. Maybe so. Maybe somebody, you know, could realize that somebody, you know, is their soulmate. But yeah, we have missing you. So somebody definitely, yeah, misses somebody out here. Somebody wishes that things were different. I don't know. There could be people that could be, you know, like laughing at somebody because, you know, like they're telling somebody, they're telling these people this, you know, but yeah, in the same, you know, sentence or, you know, in another conversation, they could have been like, yeah, they're nothing but a zero. They're a non-motherfucking factor and yada yada. Whoever this is, they definitely, yeah, do have some skeletons in their closet that they could be trying to, you know, like hide. Somebody, you know, could be reflecting, you know, like on, you know, like the skeletons that they're, you know, like trying to keep hidden. Somebody, you know, definitely thinks that, yeah, they're confident, you know, that they can keep some type of skeletons hidden out here. So trust your gut. We have finding myself. So somebody possibly, you know, could realize that, you know, it was time that they went within to find themselves. They need to figure out what they want out of life. So somebody, you know, could say that they need space. So somebody, you know, so somebody could be in a relationship. So somebody, you know, could be like, yeah, I just want to, you know, like get my own place or whatever have you. But I feel like the reason why somebody, you know, possibly, you know, wants some space, acting like that they're, you know, wanting to find themselves, which I'm not saying, you know, that they not trying to find themselves, but it's because of those skeletons in their closet. But something about, yeah, 2 exes. So I don't know, you know, if somebody, you know, has allowed 2 exes, you know, to get in to, you know, like get in the middle, you know, of a relationship. Or there could be 2 exes, you know, that could be trying to, you know, come back around. Yeah. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be facing a lot of challenges out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to have to make some type of decision. Somebody definitely, yeah, needs to do some type of inner healing. But somebody, you know, could have already done some type of inner healing. So somebody, you know, like it, you know, if this is an ex, you know, I mean, me personally, I'm not doing no exes, you know what I'm saying? But I just got to put out, you know, the message. But, you know, there could be, you know, like some exes that could be trying to come back around, you know. And I feel like that whoever these people are, yeah, like somebody's 10 steps ahead of these people. Or, you know, like, yeah, like somebody's too far, you know, to look back, you know. But I wouldn't, you know, advise somebody, you know, like to look back. But, yeah, somebody's being told, you know, like to trust their intuition out here. The red flags that you ignore will come back to bite you later. So something about, yeah, hidden messages. Yeah, reading between the lines. Somebody, you know, could be could be a crystal ball reader. Somebody could be a psychic, you know, something about, yeah, somebody's psychic abilities. Yeah, something is ending so that something, you know, like can begin out here. Yeah, we got a gambling problem. So there could be somebody, you know, that could have a gambling problem out here. Or, yeah, just problems with addiction, period. Or, yeah, something about, yeah, somebody's bad finances. Yep, somebody definitely, yeah, is attached to their ex out here. Somebody's attached to their ex emotionally, physically, or spiritually. I need time and space to break this connection. So that could be what somebody, you know, was trying to do. Break some type of connection with, you know, like an ex. Mm. Some type of sexual connection, because we have sexual healing out here. Somebody, yeah, I don't know. Somebody, could have some type of sex addiction out here. Somebody definitely, could have a lot of addictions. So, yeah. Somebody, possibly, wants to tell somebody, like to let them go. Somebody deserves all the good things in this world, and right now somebody is not in the space to give them the type of connection they deserve. Live your life and let me go. But I feel like like somebody doesn't, it's like not registering like somebody, is already a non-mother freaking factor. Or maybe that's how somebody feels. Somebody definitely, could have been playing like that they were single. You know what I mean? They're not attached to anyone. They're not looking to get in a relationship at this time. But something about, this promiscuous energy out here. Somebody has challenges when it comes to, like ending cycles. Somebody definitely, has challenges when it comes to, like them being attached to their ex. Something about, a cycle ending. Or something about, somebody being pregnant out here. So we got communicate. So somebody possibly, could want to communicate with somebody. But then we have the Mercury retrograde. And there is a Mercury retrograde that is, like coming. Wow. Something about, issues with communication out here. Somebody, could be having issues with some type of communication. Or, somebody, could have blocked somebody out, to, like go deal with a promiscuous individual. Somebody has a lot of skeletons in their closet out here. Somebody definitely, is sending somebody the evil eye. Yeah. Somebody could be born in 1985. So somebody, sending somebody the evil eye through their words and their actions out here. We got a divine masculine. So there could be a divine masculine that misses somebody. There could be well, we're not going to call him a divine masculine. But there's a masculine, that, somebody, could have hurt their ego, or they allowed their ego to get in the way of a relationship. They could have allowed a lot of things to get in the way of a relationship. For somebody, this could be somebody's first love out here. Or somebody, was the first, one to, like hurt somebody's ego, or cause somebody, to, like go through an ego death or something like that. This is somebody that somebody definitely, was in a relationship with. I don't know if there's a masculine, somebody, could, be in a same-sex relationship, or somebody was, or somebody, is about to find out that somebody, is in a same-sex relationship, or they were. Somebody did something strange for some change, with somebody of the same sex. I think we picked up that energy in another message. But somebody definitely, could be reflecting on somebody's change out here. So, on a scale from 0 to 10, somebody, went from 0 to 8. Now somebody's at 9. Now somebody's at 10 out here. January could be significant. Somebody could be in Aquarius. Or somebody could be a Capricorn, Aquarius, Cusper. Somebody could be a Virgo or a Libra. Or Virgo, Libra, Cusper. But somebody definitely is concerned out here. Somebody could be concerned about this mature woman. Or, like somebody, like somebody has changed, like into a mature woman out here. Somebody could be born in 1996 or 1969. Somebody could be a Cancer out here. Or, we are in Cancer season. somebody, yeah, somebody, could have gotten some, like some advice from, like an older individual, when it comes, like to, like them changing their life. But we got, yeah, single, sexy, and successful. Somebody, could be single, sexy, and successful. Somebody could be born in 1990. Yeah. Somebody, could be a 90s baby out here, or something about the 90s could be significant. I feel like, yeah, like somebody's just a natural woman out here. But somebody's life could be falling apart because, yeah, they go towards, like people, that possibly, look like that they have money, or, yeah, they could, I don't know, something about some gold diggers. But we got a family. So something about, yeah, somebody's family is significant. Somebody, could be reflecting on their family, or reflecting on, like what their family said. Somebody, could be reflecting on, like, them, having a family with somebody. Somebody, yeah, they could get some advice from somebody, and it's like, yeah, like change your life, yeah, like start a family, like do something, do something good for yourself. But we got imprisonment behind this family card. I mean, we do have the big house. We got it in Namor. So somebody's full of love out here. Somebody's very beautiful, Somebody could be born in 1963. Somebody, could be reflecting on, like what somebody's mama said, or they could be, yeah. We got courthouse at the top of the deck. So somebody, could have to go to court out here. There could be multiple people, they could be up in a courthouse. June the 9th could be, July the 9th could be, June the 9th could be significant. June the 23rd could be significant. Somebody, could have went to court multiple times. Something could happen on July the 9th. Something, could happen on July the 23rd. So somebody, could have to go to court, like multiple times in July as well. We got distant future. So somebody definitely, needs to know that they're on the right path out here. Somebody definitely, could be about to be surprised. Or somebody, could be surprised about how confident somebody is. I don't know. For somebody, somebody possibly, could, like pop up on somebody. But it goes back to, like the skeletons in the closet. So, like somebody, could go to court on somebody's behalf, and then, there could be a whole lot of, women, in the courthouse. And it's kind of like, what's all these women doing? And somebody could find out that, somebody was dating all these women, or vice versa, a lot of men, And somebody could find out, somebody was dating a lot of men. Yeah, somebody definitely, took part in some type of illegal activity out here. And something definitely, could make the news. So somebody, could be in some type of make or break situation out here. So be aware when it comes, like trust your gut when it comes to, like helping people. Somebody, could have made some type of false reports out here. Somebody definitely, has been through a lot to get where they are. Regardless of what somebody went through, they went through it to get where they are. We got a codependent friend out here. So there's a codependent friend involved. Somebody's codependent friend could be, like reflecting, or, somebody, could be reflecting on, like a codependent friend out here. somebody definitely has codependency issues. So there could be somebody that could be trying to get somebody's attention out here. There is a promiscuous individual that could be trying to get somebody's attention. It could be, you know, like somebody's ex or some exes, you know, that could be trying to get somebody's attention. So somebody definitely, yeah, needs to be told, is being told to, you know, like focus on progress, you know, like not perfection. So something about, yeah, like somebody, you know, wanting attention, you know, seeking some type of attention. People could be laughing at somebody because it's kind of like, yeah, well, you got a gift in front of you, you know what I mean? Why are you looking elsewhere? You know, or this could have happened in the past. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be, you know, like healing at a rapid pace. So whoever this is that could be trying to get somebody's attention, yeah, they're trying to stop somebody from healing out here. So be aware. Yeah, it's the end of an era out here. Yeah, somebody's been through a lot to get where they are. So there is somebody or some people that possibly, yeah, watch somebody go through a lot to get where they are. They could be trying to, you know, like get somebody's attention out here. But yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, is hiding secrets from somebody. Somebody, you know, could be trying to, you know, like get somebody's attention, you know, yeah, going back to the hidden message or, you know, like reading between the lines. You know, so somebody, you know, is saying a lot by, you know, by saying just a little bit. But somebody, yeah, is hiding secrets from somebody. But yeah, like the game is over. So some type of game is over. So somebody hiding secrets from somebody, yeah, it's over. So yeah, somebody's being told, you know, like to remember the small details because they matter. Hidden messages, you know, and not necessarily, you know, like text messages or things of that nature, you know. Just, you know, remembering, you know, like the small stuff that somebody said, you know, the small actions that somebody were doing, you know, like blocking somebody out, you know, for a short amount of time, you know, and then, yeah, like unblocking somebody and then telling somebody, well, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't block you. Yeah. Somebody definitely is on the pathway to healing and growth out here. We got a karmic couple. So there could be a karmic couple, you know, that could be hiding secrets from somebody. There's a karmic couple, you know, that could be involved. So whoever this is hiding secrets from somebody. For somebody, it could be a karmic couple. But yeah, there is somebody or some people, you know, that wants somebody to let them explain what happened. Yeah, there's a new spiritual gateway that's opening up to somebody as well. Yeah. There could be somebody or some people that could be, you know, like trying to finding reasons to be around somebody, but the game is over when it comes to, yeah, people finding reasons to, you know, like be around somebody. Yeah, trust is a two-way street. So somebody is going down a one-way. So somebody doesn't trust somebody, or somebody, yeah, like can't be trusted out here. Or somebody, you know, could find out that they trusted somebody, you know, that they shouldn't have trusted. Yeah, somebody's done hit a dead end. Somebody's going nowhere out here. Somebody also wants somebody to remember the small details and not the big details. Yeah. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be entering into a new spiritual level out here. Somebody, you know, yeah, could be, you know, like rebuilding, you know, like their spiritual house. Somebody definitely, yeah, refused, you know, like to give up. So somebody refused to give up. Somebody, you know, kept going through whatever, you know, they had to go through to get to where they are. We got a cousin, so there's a cousin involved. Somebody's cousin possibly, you know, wants to explain. Somebody's cousin, you know, hit a dead end. They're going nowhere. Somebody's cousin could be hiding secrets from them. We got eye for an eye. So somebody, could have been trying to get their own vengeance. We got video evidence on the phone. So somebody, could have some type of video evidence on the phone about something, It has something to do, with somebody doing something for some money. But yeah, somebody's been hiding secrets from somebody. Or something about, some video evidence on the phone about, like somebody's private part. But we have, it's not fair. So somebody feels like that something is not fair out here. We got lack of communication. So, yeah, going back to, like something going on with, like some communication out here. Somebody definitely, could have been trying to use jealousy as a weapon, as a part of them, like trying to get some revenge on somebody. So there could be somebody or some people that finally knows everything that was done to somebody. Yeah, there is somebody or some people that definitely took part in some type of illegal activity. So something about some pictures, some videos. Yeah, we got institution. So somebody definitely could be in an institution, a mental health institution, a jail, a prison. But we do got the big house out here. Yeah, I just saw January. So January is definitely significant in this message. We got years. I don't know if somebody's been in an institution for years, or somebody, is about to face, years in an institution. This is somebody that has been knowing. Somebody's been knowing for years. Yeah, somebody definitely could have flipped sides like a pancake. So that could be what somebody or some people could be talking about. This flipping sides like a pancake could be, like somebody, going from, like in the opposite sex to the same sex. But we have serious conversation. So there could be somebody, that could want to have a serious conversation, or there's some type of serious conversation, that needs to be had. But somebody definitely, could be avoiding somebody. This could be a brother. Something about somebody's brother could be significant. But yep, there is somebody that definitely wants somebody to doubt their memories out here. But we got red flags. So yeah, the red flags that you ignore will come back to bite you in the end. So somebody could have ignored some type of red flags. Yep. So words are flying like arrows. So there definitely could be a big argument that could take place. This argument, could have something to do with somebody, like making some type of rushed decisions out here. We got a Pisces Aries cusper, so there could be a Pisces Aries cusper involved. Somebody, could be trying to, like get their ducks in a row out here. Or that's what somebody, has been saying. But yeah, whoever this person is, they're a habitual liar. We got a secret phone call. So somebody, could make some type of secret phone call out here. I don't know, somebody gonna make a secret phone call, like to the justice system, or to, like some type of institution out here. We got starting a new business. So somebody, could be starting a new business, or somebody, is confident, that they could, like start a new business out here. Somebody could be starting a new business. That could be why they're avoiding somebody. We got written communication. So somebody, could receive some type of written communication out here. I don't know, somebody, is starting a new business, while they're locked up. We got a married couple, so yeah. There could be a karmic married couple out here. Something about, somebody receiving some type of written communication from a married couple. Or there's a married couple involved. Oh yeah, going back to made false reports. So there could be some people, you know, that could have made some type of false reports. Yeah, but cowards do cowardly things out here. These people, yeah, they operate in their South Node. So somebody definitely, yeah, needs to be aware, because there could be an enemy, you know, that could be trying to disguise themselves, you know, as an ally out here. Or yeah, there's somebody, you know, or some people that, yeah, they disguise themselves as an ally, but they were really enemies, you know. That know now that it was a big mistake. There definitely, yeah, could have been a door that has been closed, but there is another one that is opening for somebody. So that could be what somebody, you know, could be receiving some type of written communication about. Yep. And there is somebody, you know, that definitely, yeah, is stuck without somebody's energy out here. We got a Sagittarius, Capricorn, Cusper. Something can happen by a Sagittarius season or Capricorn season. Yep, we got threats and ultimatums. So, you know, like somebody, you know, could have been, you know, like sending out threats and ultimatums. Somebody, you know, could have, yeah, like made false reports, you know, going back to that secret phone call and that made false reports card about somebody, you know, making threats and ultimatums. But yeah, there's some people that definitely, yeah, are watching somebody in secret. Yeah, we got inside job. So there is an inside job. So somebody possibly, yeah, has been caught red-handed out here. So yeah, somebody's not fully informed about some type of information out here. For sure. So yeah, karma is justice. There is somebody or some people that definitely, yeah, could have been using somebody for an ego boost. We got the psycho mother out here. So somebody's psycho mother, you know, could be watching somebody in secret. Somebody's psycho mother could be lost without, you know, like their energy out here. Or somebody's psycho mother. Somebody's psycho mother could be holding on to a relationship for money. Or, you know, like somebody, or there could be multiple people, you know, like trying to hold on to somebody, you know, for money. But we got an open case. So there could be some type of open case. Yeah, there definitely is a friend of me, you know what I mean, that definitely is watching somebody in secret. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be going through the dark night of the soul at this time. But there is somebody that has some type of unresolved financial issues out here. So whoever this is, you know, that has some type of unresolved financial issues, they could be trying to hold on to somebody, you know, for money. Yep. And then we have black magic backfired. So yeah, going back to that hex energy. So yeah, there's some black magic that definitely, yeah, backfired. We got an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So there's an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius involved. They could be going through the dark night of the soul. Yep. But whoever these people are, they know now that it was a big mistake. These people, yeah, they were compromising their values to one up somebody. So something about, yeah, somebody trying to start a new business. Somebody's first, mother, last name could start with an A. Whoever these people are, they didn't want somebody to have it, but they don't want it either. So I don't know. It definitely could have something to do with a business. So there are some people that don't want the business, you know what I mean? But they don't want somebody else to have it either. So they could be holding on to somebody, you know. Somebody just needs to be aware. We got a fixed sign, so somebody could be a fixed sign, a Taurus, a Leo, a Scorpio, or an Aquarius out here. Yeah. Somebody definitely, is being told to forgive themselves because, they did the best that they could. So I feel like that there could have been people, talking about, like somebody, when it comes, like to their past. Yeah, these are masters of fake smiles out here. Yeah, we got the root chakra. So yeah, black magic backfired, Somebody definitely, could have been trying to do some roots on somebody. Yeah. And they know now that it was a big mistake. So there could be somebody, that could possibly be trying to bring some type of deal to the table. But I feel like whoever this is, it's because, they know now that it was a big mistake to be doing what they were doing. But somebody definitely, is ashamed to face somebody out here. Somebody definitely, could have some type of drug and alcohol addiction out here. That's what somebody, said, when they made some type of false reports. But yeah, we got warning. So somebody, could have gotten some type of warning out here. Or somebody, just needs to, be aware. But yeah, we have a legal business. So somebody definitely, something about an illegal business is very significant out here. Somebody, could have been having some type of illegal business for years. Yep. Somebody's bad definitely, has outweighed their good. Yep. There definitely, are people that are jealous of somebody's growth. So be aware, because there is a scheming opportunist out here, or there are scheming opportunists out here. And some of these people are, people that somebody doesn't even know. Or somebody, they got into, like some type of scheming situation, with people that they didn't know, people that they didn't even know that they could trust. And they could possibly, be in trouble. So there's a scheming opportunist that possibly, wants to ask somebody, for like one more chance out here. So somebody just needs to be aware. Yeah, it's definitely a karmic soulmate out here. Yeah, the battle of weak versus strong. Yeah, be aware of, the master of fake smiles out here. So people walking around with these fake smiles, people smiling and laughing up in somebody's face, but definitely, don't like somebody, jealous of somebody. So we got open up, because here comes the blessings. So somebody is about to receive some blessings out here. So there is a scheming opportunist that, wants to, be there when somebody receives these blessings. Or, they don't want somebody to receive these blessings, but, and they might not even want them either. But there could be some type of life-changing, unfortunate events, that could be taking place. Or people didn't want somebody to have something, and like there's some life-changing, unfortunate events that could be taking place. Now people, realize that it was a big mistake. Now they want to, bring forth some type of deal to the table. Yeah, because they're in a bottomless pit. They can't get out. Somebody possibly, could realize that it was a big mistake when it comes, like to avoiding somebody as well. You could be seeing the angel number 369. With faith, courage, and hope, you can take steps towards finding or rekindling true love. Don't give up. The universe has great plans in store for somebody. So amongst the blessings, that could be coming somebody's way, it could be, like finding true love. There is a scheming opportunist that could be trying to, like rekindle some type of fake ass love with somebody. So be aware. But yeah, somebody, you know, could be going through some type of life-changing or unfortunate events because, you know, they put their whole life on blast to get validation. So somebody, you know, could, yeah, put, you know, like their whole life on, you know, social media. But we got this serious conversation. So yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, could want to have some type of serious conversation with somebody. It could be somebody's brother for somebody. Or somebody's brother, you know. For somebody else, somebody's brother, you know, could try to, you know, like come in with some type of scheming opportunity, you know, being a scheming opportunity. So just be aware. But there is a positive change that is coming out here. But there could also be some type of drama, you know, that could be coming somebody's way. Yeah, we got the waxing gibbous moon phase. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to bring their personal drama to somebody's doorstep. And it could take place in August, or something about August could be significant. Somebody could be this. So somebody, you know, could be trying to bring their drama to somebody's doorstep, and it has something to do with this. Yeah, all money ain't good money. This could be somebody, you know, has been compromising their values to trying to one up somebody, and yeah, they can't one up somebody. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with an E or an O. So yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, is being told to accept what's coming their way with grace and gratitude. Something, whatever this is coming somebody's way, you know, could take place within the next 3 to 6 months. Somebody, you know, could have a sudden outburst in public as well. I just saw one person's trash is another person's treasure, so all right. But yeah, don't go South Node. South Node is a no-go. So there could be people, you know, that could be trying to get somebody, you know, to you know, like to operate in their South Node. Don't do it. Somebody, you know, could be moving. So somebody, you know, could be moving down south, or somebody, you know, could be moving from the south. Something about the south. Somebody could be from the south. Anything else? Yeah, we got the root chakra. So something about, yeah, somebody's stability and security. Somebody definitely, yeah, been trying to, yeah, like put some roots on somebody. I feel like, yeah, like these roots, yeah, the black magic that backfire, yeah, it has a lot of people in a bottomless pit. They can't get out. So somebody, you know, is being told to pay attention to their dreams, because their dreams, you know, will reveal something very important to them. Somebody, you know, could have done something, you know, with like a false birth certificate out here. Yeah, somebody could be a Libra, Scorpio, Cusper. There could be somebody or some people that could be falling from grace out here. But yeah, somebody, you know, possibly, yeah, looks at a relationship, you know, based off of, you know, like its convenience out here. Wow. We got a Gemini, so there could be a Gemini involved. We got unexpected death at the bottom of the deck, so there could be some type of unexpected death, you know, that could take place. Somebody, you know, could have a dream, you know what I mean? And yeah, like somebody, you know, could, you know, like have a dream about their fate, and it's not good. But somebody, you know, could have done something, you know, with like a false birth certificate, and then something, you know, could have happened to somebody. But we got an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Somebody, you know, could be having, you know, like recurring dreams out here. But somebody's dreams, you know, could have been trying to show them something, but yeah, they were missing the signs out here. Somebody, you know, could have been missing the signs about, you know, when it comes to, yeah, like the people around them as well. But yeah, it could be too late. We got a father, so somebody, you know, could having recurring dreams about their father. Somebody's father, you know, could have been an unexpected, you know, like death. But yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, could be scheming and plotting, or somebody, you know, was missing the signs about some, you know, people scheming and plotting on them. Or be aware. Somebody possibly, yeah, could be realizing now, you know, that whatever, you know, like somebody was trying to get them to see, you know, like, yeah, the red flags, yeah, they were missing the signs. But yeah, karma is justice. So for somebody, yeah, somebody, you know, maybe they don't get locked up, but they could, yeah, receive, you know, like karma for many, many, many years to come. We got June, so we just left out of June. Somebody, you know, could have been scheming and plotting in June. We got a Leo Virgo cusper. Somebody, you know, could have been scheming and plotting on somebody in June. But yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, is too old for mind games out here. There could be some arrangements, you know, that could be being made out here. So it could have something to do, you know, with this unexpected death. There could be some arrangements when it comes, you know, like somebody trying to bring some type of deal to the table. But yeah, there's somebody or some people that have been stopped in their tracks. Yep. Somebody's entitlement mindset definitely, yeah, causes them a big, big, big loss out here. And somebody definitely, yeah, could be a part of, you know, like some type of organized crime out here. But as far as, you know, like this positive change, you know, that's about to take place, you know, blessings on their way to somebody, it definitely could include, you know, like some type of soul connections, you know, coming somebody's way. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have been trying to, you know, like stop some type of soul connection from coming somebody's way as well. But yeah, these people, you know, they pushed the self-destruct button. Yeah, I feel like whoever this is, you know, they wanted, you know, somebody to push the self-destruct button out here. Yep. Somebody, you know, could have pushed the self-destruct button because, yeah, they were withholding information from somebody. But we got only the strong survive. So going back to, yeah, the battle of weak versus strong. So, yeah. So somebody definitely, yeah, has survived a lot out here. Somebody, you know, possibly, you know, could want to take, you know, like responsibilities for their actions now. The person that, you know, could be, you know, like in regrets out here. Something about, yeah, a home invasion. So I don't know. Somebody, you know, could find out about a home invasion, you know. Somebody, you know, could find out that somebody was planning and plotting on them, you know, like during June. Or, you know, like somebody, you know, could have been involved with a home invasion, you know. And yeah, some people overlooked the bad guy. Or yeah, people just overlooked the bad guy in general. So there are people, you know, that, yeah, they know, you know, what was done to somebody. For sure. So, as I always say, y'all, keep your head held high and your middle finger higher, and everything's going to turn out in your favor. With that being said, y'all, that's been your message. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.